Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for following along on my journey with me. So if you guys are not yet subscribed to my channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of the updates that I will be posting. And for those of you that are not brand new here, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Candace, and today I decided to do the pregnancy tag. I'm a little bit out of breath, y'all, but I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna do the pregnancy tag this week, and it's questions all about pregnancy. So I'm gonna jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy getting to know a little bit more about me and my pregnancy. So question number one, how and when did you find out you were pregnant? So we did IVF in the spring, and we had our transfer on April 16th. And I was supposed to wait 10 days for my blood test to find out if it worked or not, but I decided to take a test 6 days after my transfer, and I actually posted the video of me first finding out, me taking my first pregnancy test in like 5 years. So that's how I found out, and then I tested every day until my blood test, and then my blood test confirmed that the pregnancy was viable and that the transfer was successful. So question number two is, how did you feel? I was in disbelief. It has been a very, very long journey for us. So I think I just was shocked and excited and nervous all at once. I didn't really know how to feel. I just knew that it was something I had been waiting a long time for, and I was hoping that this was real and that it wasn't something that was like a false positive or something I would find out where the pregnancy wasn't viable. So I was being very cautious, but I was very, very excited to finally have a positive pregnancy test and to finally be pregnant. So question number three is, how old were you? So this was in April, right before my birthday in May. So I was 33 years old. I'm 34 now. Question number four, how did you tell your partner? Well, since IVF takes a lot of the fun and excitement out of everything, I decided to test a little bit early, and if it was positive, I decided to surprise Tim with the positive test. So I tested early. I didn't tell him I was going to test, and then I found a box just in the closet somewhere, and I put the test inside the box and I gave it to him and surprised him with the positive pregnancy test, and he was thrilled. And I'm glad I was able to at least keep some of the element of surprise in there for him, just because, you know, the journey is difficult enough already, and so having a scheduled blood test kind of took the fun out of everything, but I was still able to surprise him. So question number five, did you wait 3 months to tell people? No, I told you guys, I think the same week or the following week. I think it was the same week. And I don't know, I understand the whole waiting until you're safe in your pregnancy before, you know, you announce it, but honestly I don't think there is really a safe zone for pregnancy, because something can happen at any time. And so I decided to just continue to share my journey as it happened and not wait until to see what happens before I told you guys, just because even if something did happen, I didn't want it to be like my baby didn't exist. Like, for some reason, if the transfer was successful and then something happened later on and then I just wouldn't say anything, it almost feels like it's we keeping a secret and not letting you guys know, you know, about the baby and about, you know, whatever happened. So I personally don't know if I will ever wait until the 3 months or whatever to tell people that I'm pregnant, just because it has been such a long journey, and because no matter what happens, I want you guys to know that my baby does and did matter if something happened to it. So I did not wait 3 months to tell you guys. I try to keep my channel like in real time. Is that the right words? I try to keep everything like as it happens, like, so it's not like you guys are finding out information like weeks or months later. So yes. So question number 6 is this your first? This is our first baby, and we're very, very excited. And question number 7 is, do we want more children? We actually have 2 more frozen embryos, and so if all goes according to plan, we would have 2 more children, but that is assuming that everything goes right and that we do our other transfers and that we are able to get pregnant from both transfers. But we definitely want more than 1 kid, because I grew up with older siblings that were so much older than me that it was almost like I was the only child, and I was always lonely and like talking to imaginary friends. So I always said I wanted my kids to have siblings that were kind of close in age to them. So hopefully we'll be able to have at least 2 more. So question number 8, what is your biggest craving? I haven't really had any cravings. I know I told you guys before I wanted like burritos and Mexican food. That's kind of changing now. I eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day. I don't know if that's really my craving though. I don't have anything that I'm really like craving or really, you know, needing to have regularly. I've been doing pretty good with still eating healthy, and I think because I see a lot of pizza commercials, I always want pizza. So I don't know. I don't really have any cravings. I feel like my pregnancy is just like, it's just chilling over here. I don't have anything super interesting to report to you guys, okay? I don't have any cravings. Question number 9 is, what's the best part of being pregnant? I think the best part of being pregnant is knowing that in a few months you will get to meet your baby. And I think now that I'm a little bit further along and I start feeling all the kicks, that's another one of the best parts of being pregnant, is feeling the baby moving and like realizing that you have a little human like living inside of you. And I think looking at baby stuff, especially girl stuff, is so cute. So just looking at baby stuff and planning for a baby nursery and baby clothes and bows and everything is probably the best part of being pregnant, is just the excitement of it all and the anticipation of everything. And yes, I think that's the best part of being pregnant. So question number 10, what's the worst part of being pregnant? I don't really have like a worst part. I've been very blessed. My pregnancy has been, so far, it's been very chill. Nothing too out of the ordinary has been happening. But I will say the worst part of being pregnant is probably getting used to all of the changes that are going on in your body. And so from week to week, you know, things are so different. And so now what I've been experiencing for the past couple weeks is just the shortness of breath. And it is a lot harder for me to get comfortable. Like even if I'm sitting too long in one position, I have to change positions, and some positions that I'm used to sitting in when I was small and now pregnant, I can't sit in those positions anymore because my belly's in the way. So I think the worst part of being pregnant is just trying to get used to all the changes and adapting to this new body and this new like center of gravity that I have. And but I mean, I still wouldn't say that's a terrible thing. It's just something that, you know, you have to get used to. But that would probably be the worst for me. I haven't been sick. I haven't had anything crazy happening. So I can't really say, you know, that being sick is the worst part or being whatever. I don't know, I would just say being uncomfortable sometimes is the worst part. So question number 11 is, will you find out the gender and what do you prefer? So of course we found out the gender already, and we're having a girl. I've always wanted a girl, and Tim always wanted a boy, but over the last couple of years he's been more into like daddy daughter dates, and daddy, you know, he has nieces and everything. So I think over the last couple of years he's kind of changed a little bit. But of course, after you've waited so many years, you don't really care if it's a boy or girl. But I've always wanted a daughter, and I'm super excited about being able to have a daughter. I would have been excited to have a son too. But yeah. So question number 12 is, do we have names picked out and what are the stories behind them? So we do have names picked out, and unfortunately I'm not going to tell you guys what the names are or the name is. The name is very, very special to me because it was a name that I have been holding on to for 10 years, and it's a name that as soon as we got married and we thought we were going to have a baby right away, it's a name that I chose, and I've just been holding on to it year after year after year, constantly seeing all the negatives and wondering if I would ever be able to use the name. And now finally, and it was a girl's name too, so finally being able to be pregnant with a girl and being able to use the name that I chose 10 years ago is just a manifestation of God's promise to me. Even though it took much longer than I anticipated, it's still one of those things where, like, I can't believe I finally get to use the name that I've chosen 10 years ago. So the name, like I said, we won't announce the name until the baby's born. The middle name is also very special to us because it is going to be a name that is going to represent both of our mothers who passed away. So it's a name that we chose to represent both of them, and it's one middle name. And so I think the name is just really special to both of us, and especially the meaning behind both of the names. And so I'm just really excited to have the baby and to share the name with you guys, but for now it's going to be a secret. Question number 13, what's your birth plan? So my birth plan is all natural, but as I have said several times, I am fully aware that things don't always go according to your plan. And so if it comes down to that, I just want, my midwife to do whatever is necessary to make sure that I am healthy and the baby comes healthy. So and in my mind, I'm hoping for a natural delivery. I'm hoping to be able to labor in the water and then have a all natural birth. But whatever happens in that moment, if something doesn't go according to plan, I just want to make sure that the baby gets here and that I am still here to take care of my baby. So question number 14, will you breastfeed? Yes, I plan to nurse, and I plan to pump, and I plan to not use formula, but once again, you never know. I'm not very hung up on a bunch of plans, because things never go according to plan. But my plan is to breastfeed and to do things naturally, but we will see. Question number 15, do you plan to work or be a stay-at-home mom? Well, as you guys already know, I don't work outside the home, so I plan to be a stay-at-home mother. I do consider this to be work, and some other projects that I'm planning on working on, which is work but not work outside of the home, which I'm very blessed to be able to not have to work. And yeah, so I plan to stay home with the baby, and I am super excited about being able to have the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mother. Question number 16, will you make your own baby food? Yes, I want to get the baby bullet so that I can puree like all of the fresh vegetables and fresh fruits. I've never really been a fan of like store jar food or stuff like that, but I know sometimes it's just so much easier because who really has an hour or two to cook a bunch of food and puree it. But with me being a stay-at-home mother, I'm hoping to get a schedule going where I can make my own baby food. So that's the plan, but who knows. And the last question, question 17, do you have nursery ideas and themes? We do have nursery ideas because we are in the middle of moving. I wish you guys could see, like, all of this here looks like so nice and normal, but everything on that side of the room is a mess. There's boxes everywhere. Our house is a mess because even though we're not moving now, we are getting things organized, and it's like, there's no point to unpack all of this stuff, especially all the baby stuff that we've been getting. There's no point to unpack it all and then pack it right back up and move it to a new place. So we do have nursery ideas, but we haven't been able to do anything, of course, because we don't have our new house yet. Been looking on Pinterest for some ideas. I mean, it's gonna be pink. I plan to make a lot of stuff myself, like do a lot of DIY projects, but I think that's really it. It's gonna be pretty and princessy, and yeah, so I don't know, I think that's it. So that's the end of the pregnancy tag. That was 17 questions about me and my pregnancy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This week I am actually going on 24 weeks pregnant, so next week I'll probably do another pregnancy update just for week 23 and 24. So I enjoyed this tag. I enjoyed letting you guys know a little bit more about my pregnancy and some of the things that I plan to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. Once again, if you guys are not yet subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of my updates. And I'll be back next time with a pregnancy update. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.